Hello and welcome to the Oral Health channel. I'm your friendly neighborhood dentist Dr. Rudramon, and today we're going to be talking about the Omicron variant. Let's start. So as you already know that the third wave is at large in India, which is basically being speculated to be the Omicron wave, and as we know that the Omicron variant is spreading very fast all throughout the world. Let me build a premise about how coronaviruses work and how they have undergone mutations, and then I will talk about the Omicron variant. In 2019, the novel coronavirus was actually discovered, and it was found that it can cause severe acute respiratory syndrome like illness. That's why it was called SARS-CoV-2, and that led to the culmination of the COVID-19 disease and the syndrome. This coronavirus is responsible for severe acute respiratory syndrome like illness, which leads to drop in saturation of the oxygen level, fibrosis of the interstitial tissue of the lungs. At the same time, other symptoms such as high fever and other comorbidities. The alpha variant was seen in the UK, the beta variant was seen in South Africa, followed by the gamma variant in Brazil, and then finally the delta variant, which has been known to be the most severe form of the disease till now, that was seen in India. Now this new Omicron variant that has emerged in 2021 from Botswana, and then it spread very fast to South Africa, and then has now reached to almost all parts of the world at this point of time, is called a variant of concern. So the Omicron variant is the fifth variant of concern as quoted by the WHO, and it needs to be understood that despite its mild symptoms and presentation, it can still cause severe disease in immunocompromised individuals, the elderly, and the people of smaller age groups. What you need to really understand is, compared to Delta, the Omicron variant spreads very fast. However, it has been noted that the severity of disease in vaccinated individuals is far less. The Omicron variant has a lot of mutations, 30 plus mutations in its actual spike protein, which makes it easier for it to escape the natural human defenses of the immunity. At the same time, it might be resistant to the vaccines that were created for the before variants. Now what you need to really understand is the clinical presentation. Generally, the clinical presentation of Omicron is you get a runny nose, you get headache, you get body ache, you get a sore throat, and you might get a fever as well. The loss of taste and smell is not that pronounced compared to Delta. However, what you need to really understand is that if you are vaccinated with both the doses and even with the booster dose, it is much likely that whatever your symptoms might be, if at all, will be very mild. At the same time, you might be asymptomatic, but that does not mean that you need to let your guard down, because if you are a person of the age of 18 to 60 and you are asymptomatic, you can still transmit it to the elderly age group, the immunocompromised age group, at the same time to the kids. At this point of time, it is best that you follow your social responsibility to appropriately follow COVID appropriate behavior such as wearing masks, social distancing, hand washing and hand hygiene methods. At the same time, refraining from going out until and unless it's absolutely necessary. Also, one more thing that has been detected in Omicron is that sometimes it has been seen in a lot of cases that the RT-PCR test that is conducted, the mutation in the spike protein has actually led to Omicron not being detected in the RT-PCR test. Owing to the fact that the Omicron wave is spreading so fast, it is better to assume that even if your RT-PCR test comes negative, or if there is a positive test so you can't get one done, if you are having any of the symptoms that have been mentioned about Omicron illness, it is better that you start self-isolation and start whatever symptomatic treatment that you need to do. One study that has been done which has shown to be very effective is that it is found that Omicron virus, the Omicron variant, basically does compared to Delta, it has a smaller period of infection. That means it's about 5 days. Also, it does not house in your lower respiratory tract. That means compared to Delta, which was causing a drop in saturation, this is not happening because it is not able to survive for whatever reasons. The scientists have done the study about it, and there's a lot of gene expression and sequencing that is involved in to understand how whatever the molecular basis of all this is. However, for the layman, you need to really understand that the Omicron variant is housing around your nose and throat. So this was about Omicron, and we are still at a very small infantile stage because it's spreading so fast. The data that has been assimilated and being evaluated is of a very short term duration. if you are a person who is not vaccinated, I would definitely urge you to go and get vaccinated. Vaccines are our only hope to make sure that we don't have severe illness. We can't say that about if we will contract the infection or not, but at least with vaccines you will not develop any serious symptoms, not require a hospitalization, and even escape death. So with this, I would like to conclude this episode. I hope you like this episode. Please like, share and subscribe. I will try to do more research on the topic because there is so many research happening and the virus is changing so fast. It's very difficult to say or conclude anything right now which might be, holding, weight at the end of maybe 3-4 months or even a year. So because of the changing nature of the virus and the rapid mutations and the variations and the variants, it's better to go for a preemptive risk assessment and making sure you're getting vaccinated and following COVID appropriate protocol. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.